Hello, Raleigh. This is citizen reporter Robert Courts coming to you from the Your Backyard Raleigh News Network. And today I have an exciting interview with Ben Brewster of the Umstead Coalition. Ben, thank you for joining me today.
Robert, I'm honored to be here. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to talk with me.
Well, Ben, it is my privilege and honor to lift the voices of those in the community that truly have a servant's heart. And you certainly fit that bill. So I'm delighted to have you on today's show. Particularly because you have some exciting news about Umstead Park and what's going on there as we celebrate an upcoming birthday. Would you tell me a little bit about it, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So to speak to that, this year is Umstead State Park's 90th anniversary. So the park was founded in 1934. So it was a Depression era project, and we can get into the history of that more at another time. I'm happy to nerd out. But all to say, on October 19th, which is a Saturday, coming up here in about two and a half weeks, we're going to be having Umstead's 90th birthday bash, which is an event that we have a capacity up to 150 people. It will be located at the Sycamore Mess Hall, which is off of Glenwood Avenue in Raleigh, or US 70 as some might know it. You're going to go past the visitor center. There'll be signage to let you know where to keep going. And this event will feature a lot of exciting things, including a beers on tap from Clouds Brewing of Raleigh and Durham, including a specialty Umstead branded beer, which is going to be released here in the next day or two. So that's really exciting too. It will also feature a raffle and a silent auction, as well as some folk music. We're trying to still kind of coordinate the music, but we may have some bands there that are playing some like 30s and 40s music to kind of commemorate our beginnings, as well as perhaps my personal favorite, in addition to food and other things, of course. We're going to be having a flannel shirt contest.
Ooh,
sorry, my earbud keeps falling out. Yeah, it's going to be a really exciting event. It's pretty low key. Everybody at the coalition, like, again, we're wearing flannel shorts and jeans. Like that's how we show up. And we just want everybody to come and really commemorate the park and celebrate everything it's been to them, but also raise awareness as we try to protect the park in context of things going on with the quarry.
Well, let's not get into that just yet. Let's talk about the wonderful opportunity to celebrate one of the state's largest state parks. But as the champion of local businesses, I'd like to take just a minute to talk about Clouds, who is taking a true interest in their local park and a local nonprofit to create a beer unique for the park. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I cannot stress enough how much I appreciate what Clouds has done. So Clouds has something called their Silver Linings beer series. And with this, I'd have to do the research on their website, but they have partnered with a bunch of local nonprofits. And in doing so, they'll release these specialty beers, and 20% of the sales of those beers are given back to the nonprofits, which basically equates to all the profits of said beers, meaning that Clouds is significantly taking a hit on their bottom line because they feel that they have a duty to serve the community. And so as somebody as a business who wants to make money, it's just extremely impressive. And they've done it without really any consideration. They're like, yeah, we'll do it. As simple as that. Like, I literally just reached out to Clouds and said, hey, here's what we're thinking. It's our 90th birthday. Here's what's going on. And would you be interested in partnering? And without blinking, they said yes.
They just jump on. Well, I would be remiss in to my obligation to my primary advocacy if I didn't say that Clouds, what they're doing here is the perfect example of the fourth power of local. And the fourth power of local says that local businesses partner with local nonprofits on a way that big corporations just won't do. So Thank you, Clouds. You are a fine example of the four powers, but in this case, the fourth power of local. So mad props to them.
Absolutely.
Um, well, let's talk a little bit, if you still have some time, about how great Umstead is itself, right? It is turning 90. It is one of the largest state parks, but it's not just Raleigh's state park, right? We often think about it as it's ours, but it connects to other municipalities.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I'd have to look at the numbers. So I'm going to throw something out. When I was last looking, I want to say Umstead is like the seventh largest state park in North Carolina. There goes one of my earbuds. um, and it is actually, just because I'm a geography nerd, I was looking, it is larger than three of the world's countries.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like 5,600 acres or something like that, which I think is like 8 to 9 square miles. Anyway, yeah, so it's a wonderful park. For those that have been there or those that haven't, there's hiking there. There's even bridle trails if you want to bring horses, biking,
Off-road
running,
biking.
all of that. It's a great place to have birthday parties in your shelters. It's a great place to come learn as well. One thing we do at the Umstead Coalition, and at least we're trying to do every month, is having guided hikes.
Nice.
And each hike will offer a different perspective. We've done, tree identification hikes and geology hikes and naturalist hikes. We did a mushroom hike. We're doing a birding hike coming up here on Saturday, October 12th. So just some really cool opportunities to be able to see the park and through different lenses. But really personally, what I can't underscore more or can't really underestimate is just how important this park is to be able to have a place that serves, roughly, 2 million people annually, to come and escape and be part of nature. And whenever I'm feeling stressed out, I go just get lost in the woods in Umstead. So I just am so grateful for that opportunity. And we are excited for the next 90 years.
Well, let me throw that number out. 2 million people a year visit the park, which illustrates that it's not only a local park, but it is a draw to the Triangle community. Raleigh shares an entrance. Cary has its own entrance to the park. And it really is a huge draw and a valuable resource to the area. So let's run back real quick. Let's talk a little bit about the birthday bash. You said you got room for 150 guests.
Yep.
How do you register? How can you just show up? Do I need to register in advance? What's the process for being a part of that small, really 150s? I bet seating's limited. At some point, some people won't be able to join us.
Yeah. So great point. We really want to encourage people to register online. So that's really how we're going to track it. You can go to our website and look at events, and we can probably link that. And so there's an event registration there. We're also going to push this out through not GroupMe, but through Meetup. And the Meetup will link our website. So everything's going to be done through that channel. When you sign up, it is $50. Now, that does include a lot of things. That includes your food, which is going to be pizza. We'll have sides. We're going to have cake. It also includes drink coupons as well. You can always buy more online if you'd like. For those non-beer people, I should mention that we're also going to have wine. We will have root beer as well, if in case any children or just people like root beer. It's award-winning root beer at Clouds. And then we'll have water, lemonade, that kind of stuff as well. So, really a lot of good things. Plus, the exciting thing is everybody who signs up also will be getting a Umstead branded pint glass, which is kind of like a specialty edition thing we're rolling out for this event and for the 90th anniversary. And you can always buy more of those as well. So, yeah, it's just a really exciting opportunity, and we'd love for you to make it and help us spread the word.
Well, you can count on me, and I think you can count on Raleigh. Umstead's 90th birthday bash. All this and more is in your backyard. Register, show up, And when you're there, say hello to Ben Brewster, one of Umstead Park Coalition's board members and an all-around groovy dude. Ben, thank you for your time today.
Robert, you're a rock star, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's wave them out. Raleigh, see you at the Umstead on October 19th.